My name is Hyeladzira Zeera Adamu, or you can call me Zira. Just call me Zira because I'm your bestie right now. This is the program Unscripted. Now, Unscripted is your one-stop show for everything honest conversation. We have people come here to talk about their thoughts on different issues, different topics, unfiltered, with no prior notice. My name is again Hyeladzira, and I'll be your anchor for the program. Do well to join us because every Saturday we'll be bringing you a new edition of the program. And this program is brought to you from the stables of Hyeladzira and Arico Multimedia. Do well to stay with us.
Arico TV.
Hello there and welcome to a very beautiful episode of the program Scripted. Happy New Year! It's the first Saturday actually of the new year, and I know if you're like me, you're tired of hearing Happy New Year everywhere, especially since the scissors users have cut us off. But yes, thank you so much for joining us. And this is the program. This is the very first edition of the program Unscripted. And Unscripted is, let's say, one of those shows that comes to you. And like the name says, it is the show that brings you unfiltered thoughts of people on a variety of topics. My name is Hyeladzira Zeera Adamu, but you can call me Zira. And this is, yes, like I said, the first edition. And I have with me, today I have with me amazing men. I think I will start clapping for them because I have two CEOs and I'm the only vendor here. No, I'm not a vendor. I'm the only person that doesn't have a job. Please give me a job. So I have two CEOs with me. First, I have the CEO of beautiful Arewa, the one and only Taye Shehu, also known as the mayor.
Yeah.
And we have next to him the CEO of the president actually of Arico Group. The president of Arico Group, and also our partners, because this program is coming to you from the stables of Hyeladzira and also Arico Multimedia, and he is the president of the Arico Group. Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
So how are we?
Good.
All fine.
Alright, so let's get straight in. So the topic we're discussing today is one that is actually raving everywhere because it's the new year. And every time we have new year, we have new year, new me. We have the people using the scissors to cut people off because we have to be serious this year.
Yeah.
It's my year and I have to buy that car. And then we have the people that just keep on going. It's just a new year, there's nothing. So I would like to know what you think about New Year resolutions before we go far. What do you think about New Year resolutions? Are you one that sits down to write all your goals for the month? Oh, this is what I want to achieve this year. This is my financial goal. Are you one of those people, or are you one of those that just goes with the flow? Let's start with Mayor.
Okay, well, personally, I prefer to go with the flow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because one thing I noticed with New Year resolutions is a lot of us write them down and we don't actualize them.
Okay.
It has become like a culture because every other person is doing it, so I want to do it. So I try not to do that because for me, things I don't write down, I tend to achieve more than things that I write down sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm one that writes my goals down, but I think I will try your way next year. That's 2025. I'll try and engage and see how it works. Arico.
Well, actually, on my own part, I try to write them down, but as much as possible, I try to be more realistic and then go with the flow too.
Okay, so you write them down, but you're not too stringent about the entire thing. I think I like that. I'm actually a very strict person when it comes to my goals, and I think that may be a problem. That may be a problem because at the end of the year, I know that for a fact that like last year, I achieved a lot of my goals, and it was like I felt disappointed at myself at various points in time.
Because every time you open where you originally you like,
I have a vision board. So every time I see my vision board,
sometimes it's in your head already. I'm not actually but when you see what you've written, you were supposed to have done this, and then it's December 24th already, and you've not done it.
And there's a lot of pressure that comes with it because the year is rounding up, and everybody is saying all they have achieved, and you are here looking at your vision board and wondering what's going on with me.
Sometimes you need to write them with pencil so that
you can just clear it up.
So that you'll be able to
at least you can write that, okay, you should save 2 million in a year.
Yeah.
And when the end of the year is coming and you see it's 20K, just remove Just clean the other zeros.
But I think the only thing I saved this year is my life. Because every time I save,
last year,
every time I save money for my finances, I end up using the money to save my life.
Yeah.
So, but yes, we write it with pencils and will not be stringent. So let's move on. You said something that I want to base my next question on. You said how everybody is doing it. So because people are doing it now, everybody is doing it just to feel like among. Do you think there's an obsession with this particular generation to fit in with when it comes to New Year resolutions and goals and all of that?
Yeah, I think there is. I feel people just want to fit in. So because my friend is doing it, I should also do it. You get, and then people now, before now, New Year resolution is just supposed to be between you and probably your God and everything. But now it's always see my. They want to show like almost.
And now, if you can support me financially now.
Oh, that's the point. When you're doing New Year resolution, you're supposed to. I feel you're supposed to divide it into like 3 or 4 places.
Okay.
Things that you must do on your own, things that you can do, things that you should do. You understand? Like by the time you do that, things that you must do are the most important thing. You know that okay, this is something that you must like. There is nothing that should stop you, whether you wrote it or you didn't write it. Is the English right? If it's not right,
They should do the correction in their brain.
So, but then, one thing with writing this, me, I'm very scared of writing things.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I forget things very easily. So I try not to write.
Shouldn't that be a reason why you should write it?
No. I think if I forget something easily, but it means it's not so important for me.
Okay, that makes sense.
You get. But once it is important for me, I will not forget it. So I prefer something that, okay, when I say, okay, I want to do this, and I later did not achieve it, then personally, I feel it is not as important as something that would mean anything to me. You understand? So, but once I write it down, me, I'm scared of that writing. No. I don't know, it's just personal.
All right, so Arico.
All right. Well, I think some of us are actually into religious about New Year resolutions.
Okay.
Because everybody is doing it.
Okay.
Let me
join in.
Let me just
Cue in.
Yeah. So sometimes and they end up focusing on their weakness instead of focusing
On the strengths. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a personal promise. So by the time you say, okay, the song being too religious, okay, I sing so and so last year, so next time I'm not going to do the same. So instead of focusing on that weakness, we're all very short.
We are
going
to talk.
He's not being religious with his own response.
He said we are falling short of his glory.
You need to focus on setting up the goals.
Okay.
Forgetting that. I think it's going to be on a proper track.
Okay, so focus. We have all seen that falling short of the glory of God. All right, we've gone to church. So let's move on from that. All right, so there are people like, okay, not me, of course. I struggle to find a balance between a new year and an old year. Because, when people are excited and they're counting out a new year, I think maybe I'm being the Grinch, but I'm always wondering what's so special about it. It's still the same year. It's just the calendar that people are changing. It's a man-made calendar. That's how I think anyways. But then there are people that are very serious about it and go new year, new me. Does that work?
For a while.
I love that you laugh.
For a while it does. People have this idea in their head that because it's a new year, so they are supposed to be nicer people. Life is supposed to treat them better. They don't know that, bro, it's just a change of time.
And then there are some of us that entered the new year.
So we can pretend, okay, it's a new year, like just keep, but how long do you want to pretend? Sometimes this new year, new me stuff, they pass 1 week. You're back to your old self.
You believe that?
Actually, yeah.
You believe that New Year is the same me?
It's the same, yeah.
Okay, so New Year, same me.
You need to be focused to achieve. So it's just the same you.
But what if I'm focused on achieving and I am seeing the New Year as an opportunity to be focused to achieve that?
Well, it does depend on individual.
Okay, it depends on the individual. So now, as we're talking about individual, let's go straight to the scissors users. Because they have cut me off last year. And
bad character.
Yes, I have bad character. I've been told this a lot of times. I have bad character, and not just do I have bad character, but it's I'm not helping people achieve their goal. I am bad influence. But have you been cut off before because of New Year? Like, is it just banter that we do online, or people actually do it in real life?
Okay, personally, I don't even notice if someone has cut me off. I don't notice.
That it feels good to be a CEO because I don't get. It means I will not notice when people are cutting me off.
It's not about being a CEO. Okay. When you're focused, like what you said, when you're focused on what you want, your goals, you will not even know, because anybody who cuts you off, the truth is, it means the person is not even a positive vibe to what you're trying to achieve. Yeah. Because if the person was, you would notice that, bro, Arico don't cut me off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. If you don't notice.
But once Arico does not bring any positive vibe into what I need to achieve, the truth is I wouldn't even notice.
Arico, have you cut
We'll go from January to December like this. I wouldn't even know that Arico has not called me. Yeah.
Yeah, that means it's just. Oh, but we're viewing each other's status. So if I stop viewing your status, I should think something is.
Do you know the funny thing? I don't even know my status count on WhatsApp. I don't care who views my status. Okay, sometime last year I had a confrontation with a lady. She entered my DM and she was like, "What are you feeling like? We'll be commenting on your post and you will not even like, you know that." Okay, no, she was like, "I will select the people I will react to their own and whatever." And I'd be like, "Babe, I just post for posting's sake. I don't even know. Sometimes I just go on Facebook and I just post. Do you understand? I don't even care who comments, who like, who whatever. That's the entitlement mentality with people, you understand? So I try not to even focus on I just do me. Like on my WhatsApp status, I don't even, if you ask me now, I don't know how many people have in my status. That's the truth.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, but then again, for you, I'm sure you have a lot of people being. So Arico, have they cut you off? They don't use scissors on you before.
I don't even know so.
Wow, again, it feels good to be a CEO. Alright, so let's talk about this year. Now, we've talked about last year, we'll talk about how people, New Year, New Me is temporary. So are there any things you do differently each year? Are there things you're doing this year differently that you think you could share with us?
Well, to me personally, I improve on what I've been doing. You get it's not like the Nigerian kind of project you abandon and then you are
that doesn't continue.
Yeah. So what doesn't work for me this year is that I change a strategy or I improve myself on that.
Okay.
Then go back there.
Yeah.
Okay. I do something I started 2 years ago.
Okay.
I create a scorecard.
Okay.
By December.
Okay.
And see my achievements over time. You understand? Then I improve. Now the things, like you said, the things that I see that okay, I didn't achieve as much as I want to. I try to improve on them.
Okay.
You understand? But it's always a personal stuff, and I try not to do. That's why I said I'm scared of all these other things. I try not to do it so that, because you know when you do something and then you just want to achieve this thing, in a way depression comes in.
Yes.
Because once you don't know how to achieve, once you see that you're lacking behind, overthinking will come in. And me, I try not to allow anything to just affect my peace of mind. You get? So when I do my scorecard, I say, okay, I've done well here. Financially, I've done well, and this friendly. Even though I really don't like keeping much friends again these days. I noticed that too much of friends is not really healthy.
Yeah. Okay.
So like that.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the last one before we go. How do you adequately plan for a year, and what do you put in place to ensure that you have a good year? And what tips can you share with people? I mean, this is a lot of questions all in one, but I think we can weave our way around it. Tips you can give people?
I don't have any tips. So. Just be yourself. You know, I keep telling.
But myself is lazy.
I keep telling you, nobody plans to be fat, but we choose to eat.
I actually plan to be fat.
No, there are people, those who are fat, a lot of them didn't plan it.
Okay.
But they chose the kind of food that they want to. Now, there's always a consequence for whatever you're doing.
Oh, okay.
You get? So we should always think about, okay, what is the consequences of doing this action? You understand? If it's a positive, if the result is going to be positive, fine, go with it. If it's not. So
think things through before you do them.
Yes.
And remember that everything has a consequences. Okay.
Well, first of all, you need to be committed to your resolution first.
Okay.
You're ready to be committed.
It's a committed relationship.
Yeah. Then you need to write your plans down.
Okay.
Yeah. No, before writing them, you need to set goals. and then you write them down. Writing is
Sorry.
very,
Over the Bible
very
said,
important.
write your vision, make it.
But you said you don't like
No. Vision is different
It's
from
different from-
New
Okay, you don't write New Year resolution.
But I can write my vision.
Okay,
Because,
that
you know,
makes
vision can be a long time
Yeah,
goal.
sure.
You're not setting yourself that you have to achieve it within 1 year or within. So you can write your vision here. Then
Okay, so write your goals
You
down.
write them down, and then also be realistic to the goals. Don't overdo or
Yeah.
too much expectation. Just like what happened this year, and then be
No, but then again, in our defense, we had a change of president, so you cannot blame us.
well. Yeah, that's why you need to be flexible also. Yeah, let your plans be flexible.
Okay,
Yeah,
realistic
in case
and flexible.
The Nigerian stuff happens to you, you should be able to
Adjust, yeah.
and then be able to adapt to changes.
Okay.
that's just
So many
key
things
point.
now.
So many things can happen, like me going abroad in Jesus' name.
Well, I heard it's cheaper to go abroad through Cotonou, so probably you go there.
You give me your blog number because I need his number. All right, yeah. I hope this is helpful for you. Thank you so much. Because I mean, you people have taught me that I should be realistic, and I was looking for a rich husband, but we'll talk about that.
Also realistic.
We'll talk about that off camera. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then there are CEOs in
Well,
front of me.
have money.
See you have yeah.
Really?
You don't.
Even president?
It's just like, I don't know if you watch an interview with Dangote. It was like he doesn't have home in the United States.
Boy, you know
But he has
that they
people-
have money.
Wait now, but he has people work for him that have houses down there.
But we know that Dangote
Now,
has money. Let's
you
not use
understand?
that as an excuse.
So Arico doesn't have money, but he has investment.
So he'll give me one of the staff. Oh, I can manage his investment. I can manage your investment. I can manage your investment.
Well, we'll look into that.
All right, now thank you. All right, thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much for listening. Do well to join in next week for another edition of the program. My name is Hyeladzira. Thank you for joining us. All right, and that is the much we have for you on the program today. I hope the program Unscripted inspires you to live your best life and do it as unapologetically as possible. My name is Hyeladzira Zeera Adamu, and of course, like I said earlier on, this program is from the stables of Media and also Arico Multimedia. Do well to come back here every weekend for a new episode. Do well to share with your friends, like, and subscribe to the channel. Until I see you next time, have a lovely weekend.
Arico TV.